Hello everyone. It's pleasure to meet you all in this Gamescom event. My name is Vaishnavi and I'm the managing director of BigCode Games. I'm here today to talk about in-app purchases and its importance for mobile game monetization. So let's begin. In today's agenda, I'll be talking about what are in-app purchases, types of in-app purchases, and how to optimize in-app purchases and maximize revenues, downsides of in-app purchases across different genre, and benefits of in-app monetization model for mobile games. So let's begin with the first point of the agenda. What are in-app purchases? In-app purchases are one of the most effective monetization strategies for freemium mobile games. It allows users to pay money for virtual goods while playing a mobile game. Coming to the types of in-app purchases they don't come in a unique form. So one has to create, your own customized in-app purchase strategy. So if you look at some of the top grossing mobile games, you will notice they use different models and techniques. This is because different types of in-app purchases work better for different game genre. In most cases, we separate them into four different categories. One is consumable, non-consumable, auto-renewable subscriptions, and non-renewing subscriptions. Consumable in-app purchases are the one which are consumed by user, and once they use it in a game, that item disappears, and to use it again, the user repurchase it. So that's the consumable in-app purchases. For example, extra lives, health, bonus, or in-game currency. So these falls under consumable in-app purchases. Coming to non-consumable in-app, they are the permanent in-app purchases. Once user buys it, for example, any user unlocks levels, or they buy any new skin, new filters, new character, new weapons, anything it could be. Once it is purchased, it is there forever. And third one is auto renewable subscription and non renewable subscriptions. These are the subscription based in-app purchases. Apart from that, we have new different forms of in-app purchases, like you have limited in-app purchases, you have piggy banks to unlock with buy option, you have VIP system. There will be a special VIP zone for the user. If they unlocks it with in-app purchases, they are accessible to play VIP levels. There is a battle pass, loot boxes, and spin. So these are the different types of in-app purchases. One can have or create different models according to the game content. Next is how to optimize in-app purchases setup and maximize revenues. So we have points here, like we need to see that how to make user curious, how to use push notification, IEP metrics, irrational pricing strategies, follow color, introduce timely discounts, how subscription model works in a game, introduce in-app purchases to players at the right time, and attract mobile game whales. So I'll be, in detail, I think I'll take you how to make user curious is you have to give user free trial for any product, any feature you have in the game. Try to make sure that you at least give user a chance to try it for free in a game. And then once he tries it, then you have a chance to show him in-app purchase for another product, or to reuse it again. For example, in one of our game, Magical Pony Run, what we did is we allowed a user to experience first wing for free, and once he uses it, experiences it, and then we show in-app purchases to buy different types of wings in the game. And there is another example, like once since this is an endless runner game, we introduced a key to continue in the game. And once user consumes all the keys, all the free keys which is given in the initial stage of the game, we asked to do an in-app to have more keys to play continuously in the game. So that's how, there are different models how you can actually make users curious to buy or create a cause to make an in-app purchases. Then push notification is one of the important aspect of in-app, how and why user will attempt and make an in-app purchases, and what's the right time to send push notifications which triggers user to go inside the game and make the purchase. So here we see that push notifications, you need to know when and what date you are sending push notification. If any new feature you add in add you add and give an update to the game, you make sure that user knows about that update. You send a push notification and tell them that, hey, this is a new update in the game, and please come and play. So that's the new development. And whenever there is a festival offers, show them the great discounts which you run in your festival. And also there is when you specifically targets any particular geo. For example, you're sending any push notification to the Korean user, make sure that you send it in a Korean language. That is how you target the geo specifically users, and make them show create that urgency that the user may lose something in the game if they don't go inside right away. So that's how make sure that you have optimum utilization of push notification on the right time. And I think the weekends work more good for push notification. And I think yeah, this is one of the best practice for in-app purchase. Coming to IAP metrics, yeah. So this is one of the again, it's the main IAP metrics which one should look at is what are the daily active users you got, and what average revenue per paying user you see for your game, and what IAP conversion is happening with the users which you have, and what are the players LTV, because these metrics will make you understand that who are your loyal users, and how you can retain them, and make them to have in-app activities with your connected with your game. Irrational pricing strategies is one of the most beautiful the strategy when it comes to in-app purchases. So this is like what we did in our game for this strategy. How we used is we actually showed coins and keys is the main target which we took for our game. And we showed two different in-app purchases. One is coins, 5,000 coins at 4.99, and then 10 keys at 2.99. We showed them in the start, and then once they played and when they came back to the complete the game, after a certain period of time of playing, we showed them the combo of these two, the coins and the keys, and showed them that if you buy together, there is a profit of some dollar in if they do the in-app purchases. So that's how we actually got good response through this irrational pricing strategy. So we need to balance what is the content you are actually giving to the user to buy, and how much, what's the value for what he's spending for in-app purchases. So that's the one which is again an important and interesting pricing strategies one can follow. This is yet most of the developers ignore it, but this is one of the I think best strategy of following colors for in-app purchases. Like there are different meanings which comes with the color. If you are using red color for in-app buttons, it creates an urgency, and if you are using yellow, it actually attracts user to make an in-app. Green, which relaxes audiences. Blue carries security and respect. Black goes with luxury goods. Most of the car racing games, if we see, The black color is one which goes good with in-app purchases, and orange, it encourages users to have more engagement with the game. So do follow color philosophy, color combinations in the game when you have the UI for in-app purchases. Introducing timely discounts is again, this is like you make sure that you are showing users the festival discount offers, which is for very limited duration. You show user that this is a limited time, this is a weekend offer, this is for like say 21 days you are running an offer in the game. You show the user, that this will end if you don't purchase it. That's how you create that, the reason, why one should buy in-app purchases at that particular moment is because you are showing that it's unlimited offer. So limited offers works really good because it shows that, user may think and they see that they may lose that discount if they don't purchase it in that duration. So not at least the day one, at least in the limited period of say 7 days, not on first day, at least on third or sixth day the user may purchase. There are chances of user making an in-app for particular goods. Then coming to the subscriptions, I think this is one of the best model which works in the game. For this model, I would say that, the game content should be really strong, and what value creates, why a user should actually subscribe, because subscription is something which user actually buys it for a time, like say weekly or monthly or an yearly, and then it means that user is actually subscribing because he wants to use that special feature which we are giving in the subscription in the game for whatever time we have given it, take it weekly, monthly or yearly. So subscription model is something where user can actually download an app for free, and they get some special access to the features only for the subscribed users and for the specific time. And once that period is over, they will need to pay for recurring fee to keep using that app. So when to choose this method, it's not so easy, or I wouldn't say that it is suitable for all the games, but make sure that you use this, your app is content driven, and your nature of app encourages or repeat use. So that's where you use the subscription model. We tried this subscription in 2 to 3 games which we developed, and we enable the special features, like the features like we gave extra lives, we gave the special characters in the game, we gave special weapons in the game only, which is an exclusive for the subscribed users. That's how this model worked for us. So this is like very content driven model. What are the downsides of in-app purchases is like a constant demand for money. You just throw in-app purchases pop-ups in the game again and again, which actually spoils the user experience, which is again, it downsides the in-app purchases, and the uninstall rate increases because of that. And also when you show in-app purchases, when user play for some time and then you ask him to make an in-app purchases to continue the game, which doesn't work. So the game, which is impossible to finish unless you pay it, so that actually discourages users. And one of the point is user that they unknowingly spend money on in-app purchases. That's again, it is one of the downsides of in-app purchases. Make sure that you give a complete knowledge to the user that they are going to make an in-app purchases for so and so product, unless don't surprisingly, or it's just accidentally clicks on in-app purchases. We place it in that way and make accidentally clicks on the in-app purchases. That doesn't work. So make sure that take care of when placing the in-app pop-ups, or making user to when you're showing any discounts or in-app pop-ups in the game to the user to make an in-app purchases. And these are the different, we got data and we from analytics, and we see that the different genres of in-app purchases, how it works is, we saw that strategy games is 79% of users buy in-app purchases, one of the healthy category for in-app purchases. And there is role-playing games, RPG games, and the puzzle games. Yes, with not say it's bad, but yes, it is again a good genre for in-app purchases. And hyper casual games, I think, if we have it properly monetized, then I think yes, the hyper casual games also have good in-app purchases, in you take in terms of health or skins, or the level upgrades or weapon upgrades. I think it's again growing much better now. What are the benefits of in-app purchases? Yes, I think it's one of the best model for making or generating much more revenue for the games, a healthy revenue, I would say. So the couple of benefits I have is like the game remains free to install. The user, you know, installs the game for free, and then you have in-app purchases in the game. So it's one of the benefits if we have in-app purchase model in the game. And it is highly flexible, it draws and engages user. Once user buys in-app purchases, it's like you have one engaged, one loyal user with your game. And also, when you have no ads, in-app purchases in the game, players don't have to look at ads. And that also increases your engagement time. It boosts loyalty, yes. And also you get to learn about user behavior, how user is behaving with your game, and it's the different features you have in the game. It helps identifying high LTV players. Yes, of course, it you would definitely know that what are your players LTV. It can save users time. Yes, if you have in-app purchases in your game, and at the right place, where user actually don't want to waste their time, and they want to just buy in-app, make in-app purchases and continue the game. So those the points, those are the sweet spots of the game, which you should definitely look at it, that there might be a need of user to buy and make an in-app purchases, where you show an in-app scope to the user that yes, they can continue the game. And also, I think the last one is options to offer discounts. Is, yeah, you have a lot of flexibility in showing discounts to the user. Thank you. I hope my presentation, the basic points which I have covered, is really helped you. I think for the new developers, it helped much. Thank you very much. And any questions? Yes, I'm there. Please reach me in LinkedIn. Thank you so much.